Okay, it's like the 5th time of me trying to film this intro, so I figured I'd do it at the end of the video, so chronologically this is kind of whacked out, but just really quickly, I was gonna do a 30 facts about myself, but I just decided to do 15 facts about to make it a little bit more concise, a little bit more compact, so these are just 15 facts about me because I know a lot of people like getting close and having a personal connection and knowing a little bit more about the YouTubers that they choose to watch and give their time to, and I'm not gonna give you stuff like my postal code and my address and my social security number. Like, it's not going to be stuff like that, but I am just going to give you some basic facts about who I am so maybe you can learn a little bit more about me and just answer some kind of questions that have been asked a lot, kind of a frequently asked questions type of thing, and some of these are just fun facts. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the video. So number 1, my real name is Julian, specifically Julian Alexander if you want to get really regal with it, but the thing about that is a lot of people don't know my real name, even though I have said it in quite a few streams and quite a few videos. New subscribers and people that haven't seen all my videos may not know that because I don't obviously just come on camera every single video and say, hey, my name's Julian, but yes, that is my name. If you're curious, my name is Julian. I know some people like calling real names, and yeah, I've been asked that quite a bit. For all you astrological people, I was born in November. I'm a Scorpio. If you want to like discern and try to dissect my psyche and my personality and say this makes sense and this doesn't, yeah, I'm a Scorpio. Keeping it broad here, but I am from the US, and specifically I'm from West Virginia. I'm not going to get more specific than that, but I still live in West Virginia, born and bred here, and I am obviously from the US if my hick accent didn't really give that away. And on the subject of my voice, I will put a little bit of a query to rest, a little bit of kind of an insult to rest. A lot of people think that I'm a kid. A lot of people think I'm a lot younger than I am. I've had people say that, like, I look 14. I've had people say that my voice is chirpy and high-pitched and childish, and honestly, that doesn't really faze me. It's fine. I mean, it's not really an insecurity because it's something that, like, you can't really change. So, yeah, I do have a little bit higher voice. I'm not like some baritone, like, I don't have a baritone voice, obviously, but I am an adult, so I'll put that to rest right away. I won't give away my age, I won't say how old, but I am in fact an adult, so anyone that thinks I'm younger than that, you're wrong. I am an adult. I am an avid gamer, and some of my favorite games include World of Warcraft, Overwatch, Minecraft, and Fortnite. On the subject of games, newfound subscribers will not really know this about me, and even subscribers that are kind of months old won't know that I started off as a gaming channel. Yes, I started off doing World of Warcraft and Overwatch videos with my best friend, and it was kind of just like that. No one really watched. I got some views. I did have a couple successful series, like quote-unquote successful. I was happy with it, but I wasn't really doing something that I cared about, that I was passionate about, that I felt inspirited to continue. My motivation was in the tubes to the point to where sometimes I would go weeks, sometimes I would go a month or two without posting any videos, because even if they got views, it wasn't something that my heart was really into. So I did an album review, and I did a couple album reviews for some albums that I really enjoyed and I kind of already had my established opinion on, and I just kind of put them out there, and they did really well, especially for classic album reviews. Like, looking back, I gotta say thank you for that. Like, I did a review of PVRIS, I did a review of Air's album Drift, just some older albums that I knew that I enjoyed, but you guys received it pretty well. When I say you guys, I'm not sure how many of you are still around back from those days when I just had shitty editing and really bad audio, and my charisma was just like, it just was not there. My confidence was none. Like, anyone that knows me will know I am boring. I am really, really boring. And on camera, I would say that I have gotten more confident and charismatic and enigmatic, and I don't really fake that. That's just something that I do feel more comfortable talking in front of a camera. But yes, I did start off as a gaming channel, so if you want to go back, those videos are still up. Those live streams are still up. They're cringy. View at your own discretion. They don't reflect what I am now on YouTube, but feel free. Number 7, consider this a little bit of an announcement kind of buried under the surface that a lot of people are going to be a little surprised that I'm dropping this here, and I'll probably make its own announcement eventually. I did have an album last year by the name of Spectrum, and it released back in, I believe, November, and it did very well, but I think a lot of people enjoyed it. I genuinely do. People seem to like it. A lot of people thought there were some good tracks, and I couldn't be more grateful because I didn't put that out with the intention of anyone hearing it or anyone seeing it or anything like that, but I did a live stream, kind of a premiere thing, and people seem to really genuinely enjoy it, and I couldn't be happier about that. So thank you very much for that. But the kind of fact is, I'm dropping another album this year. There it is. I am dropping another album this year. Details will go undisclosed currently, but there are tracks done for it, quite a few tracks done for it, tracks that have not been released, tracks that have guest features on it, some production from some fairly, like, larger people that are bigger than me. I have, like I said, quite a few features going to be popping up on the album. It's going to be more fleshed out, the production is going to be turned up a notch, and there's going to be a more diverse pool of influences. So, anyone that enjoyed Spectrum, hold your horses, you're about to be blown away eventually in 2019. It might be a long time away, I'm not 100% sure, but I can confirm, fingers crossed, knock on wood, I will be dropping another album in the year of 2019, so look forward to that. Number 8, and this won't come as a shock to anyone, I have anxiety. Well, it actually might come as a shock to people that watch me, but yes, I am a very anxious person, to the point to where back when I first started YouTube, I got chest pains, I sometimes shook before and after I recorded stuff, and I kind of just pushed and repressed that to the side and, like, dealt with it whenever I finished recording a video, but I don't have that now. So, A+, YouTube has helped me so much with my confidence levels, with my self-esteem, with my anxiety, with all the issues that I had with that type of thing, and I wouldn't say I'm socially awkward or socially inept, because I do behave pretty well in social environments. It's just more so I'm very anxious when it comes to one-on-one or one-on a lot of people talking to just a lot of people, and go figure that the main passion that I'm working on is something where I'm talking to hundreds of people on a regular basis, so that's fun, but YouTube has helped me a lot with that, so that's awesome. Number 9 is going to be the fact that I am a completely independent channel, and surprisingly, that is something that a lot of people have questioned before, and I have gotten certain help with certain thumbnails. Like at the end of 2018 and the start of 2019, I did in fact have some help with some of the list-oriented video thumbnails. Thank you to Nell for that, but for the most part, I do all of this myself. I research, I edit, I write, I kind of loosely script, I make the thumbnails, I make the tags, I make the descriptions, and I think that's usually hard for people to believe simply because I am a very prolific YouTuber. I do publish quite a few videos that I would like to believe are pretty good, and I genuinely thank you all for watching overall, but yes, I am a completely independent channel if you want to know that, because I had someone even on like Reddit the other day that was, I'm part of like some YouTuber communities, and someone like called me out and was like, you have people make your thumbnails, don't you? And the reason they said that is because they were like, your old thumbnails are such shit. You don't know how to make thumbnails. That's no way that you make these. And that just comes down to I sat down and I practiced a lot, and like even the thumbnails from like a couple months ago, 3-4 months ago, were not as good as they are now. I feel like I'm becoming more refined, and no wonder no one clicked on those old videos. I wouldn't have either. The thumbnails were just bad. But yeah, so that's the 9th. Number 10 is something that I feel like anyone that is involved in the kind of music review community or just people that watch other YouTubers in this niche will definitely be familiar with, and that is the fact that I have been shouted out by Anthony Fantano, aka The Needle Drop, on Instagram before, as well as I have been featured in 2 of his videos of Let's Argue. I can't remember exactly which episodes it was, but they were fairly recent, so if you want to go dig through the Let's Argues from recent times, you will see me pop up at some point during that, so thank you very much to Anthony for doing that. Maybe we'll collaborate eventually. Number 11 is going to be my favorite genre, and I feel like this goes without saying, but I kind of think that some people don't necessarily know this, but my favorite genre of music is heavy metal, and although I do review quite a bit of stuff on the channel from a wide range of genres, that is my favorite genre of music. It's the genre that I've also reviewed the most from. If you just kind of take a cursory look over my channel, you will notice that I'm very adamant with that, and nonetheless, I do review quite a bit of stuff, so so if you're not a heavy metal listener, then that's not really going to be an issue. Number 12, if you are a fairly new subscriber, you will not know this, but my 2018 album of the year is this album right here, Ylvisong's album, The Hunt, which I actually got a physical copy of. I don't think I ever got the chance to show this off, which is pretty cool. It's a kind of an instrumental folk album. If you didn't get to see my favorite albums of the list, I mean favorite albums of the year for 2018, that did land on the #1 spot, and to be frank, it still holds up quite a bit, so if you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. Number 13, I actually do have social media, and a lot of people don't really know this because maybe some people don't check the descriptions. It's kind of in the deeper cuts of my descriptions for all of my more recent videos. I do in fact have a Discord server that is based around Jay Morris the Review Guy, as well as just friends and stuff like that, so you can join that and talk directly to me, maybe have a voice chat with me. You can also suggest things for the channel, as well as I post all of the Jay Morris the Review Guy uploads there whenever a new video comes out, so you can always be updated in that way. And I also have a Twitter. I might put it somewhere here on the screen, or you can check the description and you will see that I do have a Twitter. So if you want, you can follow me there. I post updates about the channel, just blurbs. I sometimes repost some different things about just music I'm listening to, different tracks, different albums, that type of thing, and I also post some of my reviews. Number 14, and this is kind of just another thing that I think passes by a lot of people, if you go and check out my community tab, which I think you get that, I don't remember when that came around. I think it's either like 1,000 subscribers or 100 subscribers, but I've used it kind of periodically, but I really started using it in the past few months, and I put polls there for you guys to vote on different ideas, different like worst to best albums, which is a series that's coming out soon, as well as I give massive updates about the channel, stuff like that. So definitely, if you enjoy the channel, if you enjoy the videos, if you're a new subscriber, that type of thing, go check out the community tab, because not only can you help impact different videos and have your input actually directly impact the course of the channel, but you can also get updates about the reviews that I'm working on, the albums that I'm listening to, as well as important messages and announcements for the channel going forward. So it's just a very useful thing. And finally, number 15 is going to be me talking about just some of my major influences on YouTube. Obviously, I'm heavily inspired by Anthony Fantano, although a lot of people will call me a copycat, but I genuinely don't believe that. I think that I do set myself apart, and most of the time I feel like that is just jealousy, because I found that a lot of the people that say that are just people in the same niche that can't fucking do what I'm doing, so sorry about that, but like, a lot of the people just seem very jealous. They seem that people that are trying to do what I'm doing in the niche and aren't able to make headway, whereas I continue to grow, and that's not me bragging, it's just me saying that I don't really like it when people call me a copycat when I'm putting in my own hard work for the channel, and I don't do a lot of the same things, and I don't review a lot of the same things he does, so you can put that away for a little bit. But some of my other big influences include people like Cover Killer Nation, a great metal review channel that I've watched for so long. I highly suggest you check him out. He is a great channel. Next up would be someone like ARTV. Although I don't agree with some of his opinions, and I'm not as into some of the stuff he covers, whether it be from pop, whether it be from pop punk, I do really respect not only how prolific he is, but his two-channel format, a lot of his lists, and I definitely respect his grind and what he's doing. Another shout out I have to give to is someone like Veronor, which is actually my best friend that I ended up starting the channel with back in 2018. And the inspiration doesn't necessarily come from a video thing, because if you do check out the channel, we do very, very different types of videos. He does more videos about like World of Warcraft and stuff like that, but the inspiration mostly came from the confidence and the just self-esteem boost that he gave me over time to not only continue to pursue what I was doing when I wasn't really feeling that motivated or dedicated, because no one really cared, and here we are. That reminds me, thank you for 70,000 views. I posted that on my community tab, but I forgot to tell you guys that in a formal video. I can't believe I forgot that. But yes, thank you for 70,000 views. That's absolutely insane. But yeah, just thank you for the inspiration and motivation that he gave me, and even though it's not necessarily on a channel basis, it's still pretty nice. And honestly, I like punk rock Rock MBA too. He's a great channel. I like a lot of his lists, especially his what killed, like, the genre videos. I think those are great. It's given me some inspiration for some videos I might do. But overall, I think that's most of my, like, major influences. I also enjoy, like, some of the comedy of Jared Dines and Austin Dickey and the Dickey Dines Show in general. I take a lot of cues from kind of the way they commentate. But overall, I could go over like 30 facts, I could go over like 50 facts, 100 facts, but those are just some very, very basic facts about me, because I know a lot of people do enjoy learning more about the YouTubers that they watch, and while I don't really think anyone necessarily cares, like, at the end of the day, you're coming here for the reviews, you're coming here for the tracks and the albums and stuff like that. I do know that there are some longtime subscribers that have really stuck by me and devoted hours and hours and hours of watch time to my channel, and I couldn't thank you guys enough, so I just felt that I would give you some basic facts about me going forward. If you, just basically all you need to know is my name's Julian, I'm a hick from West Virginia, and I make album reviews, I play games, and I'm inspired by a lot of music review channels. That's the TLDR. Maybe I should have put that at the start, but anyways, I think that's going to be it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and if you are new here, thank you so much for subscribing. Hopefully this will help you give kind of a cursory look about who I am, and if you're a long-time subscriber, maybe you got more out of this, and maybe you learned a little bit more about me. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and comment down below if any of the facts maybe surprised you, or what your thoughts are, and stuff like that. Tell me a little bit about yourselves. Tell me a little bit about like who you are, and the things that you like. Let's make this a little bit of an interaction. I'll talk to you guys next time, but until then, you know who it is. It's Jay Morris, the Review Guy, and I'm signing off saying farewell.